Howdy, y'all. Well, you might recognize me as Jimmy Driver. I drive Mortis around a bunch. I didn't bring him up here to this event. However, death has showed up for a lot of these vehicles, and you can check out the carnage in the background and see a few more waiting.
Yeah. I want to say thanks to Cliff and Delray for putting on a hell of a track. The whole point of this race is to make it hard, not make it easy. And they've definitely, pulled through and making an event where it's killing a lot of tough rigs. So I strongly encourage people, if they see these videos, build something, come over and do it and test yourself and your building abilities. And it's a lot of fun. So we're gonna go and try to finish.
So we're lined up at a gate here. Where do you expect to come out at the end of this race?
Hoping within the top 6, because that's what moves on to the final. So I think as long as get past 2 rigs and move on, take it easy, keep the rig together and not break, I think we'll be looking all right.
If that fails, what are you gonna do? More skinny pedal?
More skinny pedal.
Hell yeah.
Give it hell.
No winching. I don't want to get out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it gets a little slick. So it's the track's definitely getting more rutted, but it'll be fun.
Hell
Make
yeah.
it challenging.
Y'all are awesome out there. Love watching y'all run.
Cool.
How do you think you're gonna place in this race?
Just better than that guy. That's all I care about. Just better than that guy. Everything else, it's all good.
So you do any special mods to your vehicle for this?
For this specifically,
Other than gas it up?
We taped that window.
taped a window.
Ah.
Taped a window closed. Oh, I built a bash bar. I built a bar in the back
They were telling me that.
because I knew people were gonna try to come and rub me. So I built that, and then I did the rubbing and screwed my grill up. So it happens, I suppose.
Yes, sir.
But real excited to be out here. This has been great. So it's been a lot of fun.
So, where do you hope to place in this race?
Well, obviously first.
Ha! That's
No.
what them two guys told me.
Yeah, I know. That's what everybody says. To be honest, we just gotta finish. So
Excellent.
try and make the 5 laps and see what happens.
So what all special preps did you do to your vehicle to be ready for this?
I completely redid the suspension. 3-link and coilovers out front, and different leaf springs and shackle flip out back. 538 gears, and yeah. He's got an aluminum body. The Jeep too. Like, I've got a lot of steel. This bumper likes to smash, so we'll see.
The Class A drivers are now lining up and getting ready for their final race. The pressure's on. The anticipation is heavy. 5 laps determines the winner. It's all or nothing. Let's talk with one of our sponsors.
I'm Luke from Hazard Fab Works in Spokane, Washington. We're here at the Insanity Fab Winter Challenge. We're helping out with the event with some prizes for the winners of each class, and here happy to see people beating on their junk and hoping to represent our shop. We build high-end off-road race vehicles and on and off-road trucks. So here looking forward to seeing some more racing.
This is it. It's time to drop the flag and let these competitors loose. Well, it looks like Josh has pulled out in the lead with his co-driver Dale. Let's talk to him about what his truck is a little bit.
It's just a 83 Toyota pickup. It's got a small block 350 in it. Turbo 400, Data 300 transfer case, the 4-to-1 kit in it.
So what do you think of this here event?
A little easier than I thought it'd be.
Oh, challenging people now. Like, you run your heat already?
Yeah. Yep.
How'd you do?
Second place.
Excellent. Didn't have to winch too much?
Didn't winch at all.
Nothing broke?
Well, lost lug nuts on the front tire, welded out the wheel, moved the wheel to the back, welded on some washers, called it good.
Hell yeah. That's the way we like to do it around here.
So Josh did pretty good on his first heat, but not without a little bit of carnage.
We'll see how it holds. If you see me drive by with 3 tires, you'll know what happened.
So I guess we'll see if his repairs hold up, and if him and Dale can stay in the lead. All the others are hot on their tail, and of course, you have to finish to win. A flat front tire is a big disadvantage, especially on the first lap. We'll see how the welfare duty does. Coming around first now to finish lap 1 is Mike Holstein. We don't see any sign of Josh or Dale, or any of the others at this point. Needless to say, there's a little bit of trouble down at the Undertaker. But coming up on the LK is Rob Boardway. Looks like he's second place so far on lap 1. Ryan Cranfill and Rubber Ducky is next to come through the LK, putting him in third place. So far, Mike's maintained his lead, staying in first place on lap 2. As of yet, we still haven't seen Josh or Dale in the Toyota come around for lap 1 yet. Turns out they ripped off the leaf spring hanger and resulted in the drive shaft breaking the transfer case off the adapter. So they're out, unfortunately. Still crippled with the bad tire and a little bit of extra body damage, the welfare duty is now making his way through the LK for his first lap.
Second place, I believe.
Rob Boardway, Stainless Brain Fab, maintaining second place, coming through the lower end. Little change in the order of the Jeeps here. Rubber Ducky is now in fourth place.
Traffic jam.
Rob Boardway back at the Undertaker, trying to keep the RPMs down. He's already thrown a belt twice from too high RPMs, so he's driving conservatively, trying to avoid that.
He didn't wait.
They're on the roll. They were all going hard right. Last time we get around the road.
But you catch the winch cable in your tire and it's gonna hurt.
Wrap it around the stinger real quick. I got 18 friends in here too, so. Track of one. Like counting 5, so another one dropped down.
So close. Made it look easy.
Rob Boardway is maintaining second place, and Ryan Cranfield and Rubber Ducky is has come back into third.
I like the yellow.
Those co-pilots are working hard today.
Oh, he almost made it.
All right, we're on the final day of Insanity Fab Winter Challenge 2019. Small tire class is currently running their main event right now. There's second place behind us. You can hear him running. And then we have big tire class. They're setting out in the pits and by their trailers and camps, working hard, thrashing on their race, trying to get the top 5 back out here for their last main event here in about an hour. We're going to finish this race, break for spaghetti feed, and then have the main event for the big tires.
Oh, you
We're out here at Insanity Fab Winter Challenge, and we started out racing Friday. Course was holding up pretty good.
Compared to last year, the course has been really easy on the vehicles. We haven't lost a lot of them, but
warmed up a little bit, got a little bit more moisture on the course, and we started digging some big holes. I think a couple times we buried a couple 46-inch tires. So
the course is progressing quite a bit throughout the day, especially with the big tires. They're getting big holes, a lot of deep ruts, and it's starting to show on the vehicles now.
There's a lot of guys that are broken right now, broken winches, broken shafts, a couple tires that have been shredded. But the competitors are hanging in there. It's a tough course. They're getting ready for their final heat. And looks like we got Rob Boardway coming through hot and heavy right now, I believe. Looks like he's just taking it easy, trying to stay ahead of the other guys that are broken or off course already. So.
Mike Holstein held it together for all 5 laps, and he has completed Insanity Fab Winter Challenge 2019. First place.
That was awesome. Dad, you got an interview to do.
So how do you feel about this?
Oh, that was great.
Great job.
That's an awesome course. There was some pretty tough stuff in there and it just got tore up as the day went on. But it was a blast.
What was your driving strategy through the whole thing?
Try not to brake. But after that, just in them deep holes, got to power out of them, stay on it hard, get out. And that was pretty much what I think it took.
Right.
It's a 383 stroker with a 205 NP205 transfer case, TH400 transmission. That's about it. Oh, it was a blast. It was really fun. This is a great event they put on here, and the weather could have been a little more snow, but hey, this is racing and it was fun.
Here comes Rob Boardway for a second place finish, under throttle. So, with the completion of the Class A final race, let's break for some spaghetti. But some of these competitors don't have the time to take a break yet.
We've got Team Chris Kaufman here. Chris Kaufman has a bent rear shaft they're trying to get out. The whole Jeff Noggle crew over here trying to help him out. They're going to get him back together for the main event.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What? What's up, man? I just, I bled off these 6-year injectors. You can see if this thing will fire up.
Blaine's working on his truck too, trying to get it started now that he's got diesel, because we left in a hurry this morning, trying to avoid the trains, which still backfired on us since we caught a train anyways, but he neglected to put diesel in his truck. So we had to chain tow him here, and now he's got some diesel and he's going to fire it up.
It'll go.
I guess Jimmy and I will go see if anyone else wants to be interviewed, but not everyone really wants to talk on the mic. Especially Dale.
No, I don't want that thing.
Pretty sure it'd be easier to get a random interview out of an outhouse than get Dale to talk. Maybe Jim Brooks?
I don't have a vehicle, so you can't interview.
Excellent. You can tell us what you're doing to it to make it cooler for the next trip.
Nothing.
Nothing.
No, sitting in my yard broke down.
Hi, I am Dustin James Diver, and we're at the North Idaho Mud and Cold Insanity Fab Winter Challenge. We're going to interview Mike today.
Did you have a good time?
Yes, I did.
Do you always have a good time up here?
Yes.
Was it a lot of good racing?
Yeah.
We're gonna go get cheeseburgers, and he wants to go.
Well, you can keep him. I mean, I'll get the rest of his stuff packed up tonight and take it up to your house.
That'll be great.
Yeah. You always wanted a son, right?
Well, I have one. He's 22, and I don't have to pay for him anymore.
All right, Chris, tell us what's going on.
No reverse, 2 broken axle shafts on each side, cracked weld on the fuel cell. You know, usually.
Weld on a fuel cell.
Yeah. Well, when you're out there hammering down, I mean, it's bound to let loose in this cold weather. We're gonna assess the damage, and if they decide to run another event, we'll try and make it ready.
Do you know what you placed last event?
Oh, we're first.
Right on.
Yeah.
Could have gone through it this way.
Yeah, I was on my 5th. I was literally right there at the finish line when all this went down. So we'll see.
The pressure's on for Class B driver Chris Kaufman. Will they get his truck back together in time for the final race?
I might be able to jerk it off.
It's gonna be pretty gnarly.
Got the axle shafts all fixed up?
Oh, fuck no.
No?
No. The whole axle housing's bent. I'm gonna probably lose this spindle. I gotta build a whole new axle, a whole new tranny, and a whole new fuel cell. So we got the front fixed. I have no rear, driver rear axle.
Yeah.
We're running it 3-wheel, and I have no reverse.
I was gonna ask about the reverse.
No reverse.
No reverse.
Tell us about it. Tell us what you think of Insanity Fab Winter Challenge.
This course is super violent. It's some of the hardest racing I've ever done. You know, every race is like 10 miles, and it's something I've never experienced before, so it's completely out of control. I can't wait to do some more of it.
Tell us what you broke already and what you had to do in the first race.
The second heat, we sheared all 5 high steer studs off and bent the bolt for the double shear. Spencer Ham actually pulled all his stuff off for me.
You know, we're sacrificing parts on my rig to keep these guys going, you know, so I just want to watch all these guys race and have a good time. And
we got that back together. Was still missing a nut, so we came into the pit the next lap, and the guys already had a nut for us. Ran that down, double checked all the nuts again, went back out, and then before that even happened, we blew a tire and had to pit. So we pitted 3 times in the second heat, and I think we got 4th place still. So yeah, this is our main race we're about to enter now.
Right on, Jeff Noggle going into the main.
Class B drivers lining up. This is the final race. This determines the winner. Looks like Chris Sainz has taken the early lead, followed closely in second place by Jeff Noggle. Jason Gonzalez in third. But never underestimate Barnyard. Chris Kaufman's going to try to limp his way through this with only 3-wheel drive. We'll see how far he gets. Jeff and Ricky have pulled out in the lead after the V-crack. and it looks like a few others are hung up here. Jason Gonzalez is stuck, and Chris Sainz is attempting to pass. Chris is now on the tail of Jeff and Ricky, and Barnyard is attempting to pass next. Both Jason Gonzalez and Chris Kaufman only have three-wheel drive now. Chris Sainz struggling to make it up the Undertaker. Right behind him, Sean and Barnyard.
Chris Signs here.
How far is it hanging down? What? Nothing's hanging. Wait a minute. Let me try and go high over there. Yeah. Get high, bro. Get fucking high. Get up there.
Jason Gonzalez is winched out of the V-crack and is now continuing lap 1 with 3-wheel drive. Chris Signs on lap 2. Barnyard has crept his way around Chris Signs into second place, hot on the tail behind Jeff and Ricky. Jason Gonzalez heavy on the throttle, trying to make up time. Sean and Barnyard right on their tail. He's going to try to make a pass here if he can. Let's see if he can get around him. Things are getting close between Jeff and Barnyard. Let's see if Jeff can hold his lead or if Barnyard sneaks around him. Jeff and Ricky maintain the lead, but Barnyard's right there behind him, waiting for his opportunity.
Welcome aboard, Jason.
Hell yeah.
Sean and Barnyard has snuck around Jeff and Ricky. He's in first place now. Chris Sainz following closely in third. Jason Gonzalez struggling at the V-crack, only 3-wheel drive. Now his winch line's broke. This is Barnyard's opportunity to sneak past. Sean and Barnyard maintains his first place lead. Chris Sainz is sneaking around next in second place. Jeff and Ricky are pulling Jason Gonzalez back out of the V-crack. Jason is calling it. Jeff is going to continue on in third place. He's got some ground to make up if he wants to advance at all. Slow and steady, Barnyard is out of the lower end, continuing his first place lead.
He's out. He got stuck in V-crack. Another guy pulled him backwards, and then something else broke, and he pulled off course.
Chris Kaufman called it earlier with no reverse and only three-wheel drive. Jason Gonzalez, with only three-wheel drive and some other issues, also had to call it. So they're both off course and out of the race. Chris Sainz, coming out of the lower end, still maintaining his second place position. Jeff Noggle and co-driver Ricky Crook trying to make up ground out of third place.
Going for winch. Give it a little time here.
Sean and Barnyard's only got one more lap to go to seal his first place victory. Chris Sainz trying to catch up, see if he can use some speed in the straight stretches to make up that ground to get up to Barnyard and take that first place spot.
Chris Sainz. Oh, he better hurry. Noggle's coming up quick, I can hear him. Take the same line.
Jeff and Ricky powering through the Undertaker, trying to catch up to Chris Sainz, who's still in second place. Jeff's in third. It's getting close. Chris Sainz at the start of his last lap. Jeff and Ricky close behind him. But is the power and speed that both Jeff and Chris have enough to make up the ground that Barnyard's got on them?
Sean Wiles, race called Barnyard. If he makes it through this last lap, he will have taken first 2 years in a row, I believe.
And he's
big tire.
He's been here at all of the...
He's been at every event, and he has podiumed in the rock race in the summertime too, at this event with the same vehicle.
Well, this is it. Sean in Barnyard, passing the finish line for another first place win. Insanity Fab Winter Challenge 2019, Class B.
So how do you feel? Oh my God, like I won the lottery. How was it out there? Cold, wet, hard. Brutal course. Something's broken, making a lot of noise. I don't know what it is, but she'll live to race another day. 2 in a row, first place, big tire. Yeah, huge. What would you say the key to winning Insanity Fab Winter Challenge is? Slow and steady. Slow and steady. That's my only option. As you can see, the 22 RE doesn't have much. So just in general, what are you running over the rig overall? What is it? Running a Chevy 60 front, Ford 60 rear, and a 22 RE 5-speed Toyota crawl box and a Dana 300. I'll tell you the gearing, but that's a secret.
Chris Sainz back at the V-Crack, winching his way through. But does this give Jeff and Ricky enough ground to make a pass into second place? They've got one lap to figure it out. Approaching the finish line, Bones Custom Creations, Chris Sainz, taking second place at Insanity Fab Winter Challenge 2019, Class B.
Yeah, time to party. Yeah.
And moments behind, Team Twisted Metal Racing, Jeff Noggle and Ricky Crook, finishing for third place.
I said, don't worry, he makes more power with that gas than I can. I told him I don't want to trip you out, man, but I've been smelling gas.
Yeah, I got to get up it too.
It was amazing. I got to race as long as anybody else, and that's what I come here to do. Come here to beat the hell out of this thing and have a good time, and we got to do that today.
So we got Barnyard in first here?
Yep, Barnyard first, second Cody.
Nice.
Wouldn't be here without her. Go dog.
Dogging
her ass out there
Yeah.
because I can't drive.
Best races I've been around. Been Hammers 4 years.
Dude, and the best crew of people. I mean,
yeah, everyone helps everybody.
Oh yeah. I mean, Jeff. Last race, Jeff was dead. We gave him a jump start, get him going. He ended up being ahead of me. You know, good Lord. We jumped the other Toyota too while he was dead out there. You know. Oh man.
Behind the two other guys racing.
For a couple years ago.
Yeah, this race is epic. Hardest race I've ever finished, hands down. Like no argument.
And is it only the three of you that finished it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you say the key to winning Insanity Fab Winter Challenge is?
Don't try to be number one in every race. Try to keep your rig together and just place to move on, and then take it slow and easy the whole time. About the best way to do it. Don't let the other racers get to you.
Who are the champions of Insanity Fab Winter Challenge? It's not just the winners. It's not just the finishers. It's all the racers who gave it their all, worked together as teams, helped each other out, donated parts. Those with the endurance to survive, the will to fix whatever was broken, and to keep on trying until the bitter end.
Tail shaft came out the back of the 205 transfer case.
Came down, busted the rear axle.
It's ruthless out there.
Well, that's it for the Insanity Fab Winter Challenge held at North Idaho Mud and Crawl for 2019. Be sure to follow and like the Insanity Fab Winter Challenge page on Facebook for any updates on when our next races will be, the dates, requirements, and also follow North Idaho Mud and Crawl's Instagram and Facebook page for all their updates. And they also hold a rock race. It's the same format as this during the summer, and they have open wheeling days also. And we'll see you at next year's Insanity Fab Winter Challenge.
Endurance, survival, the will to overcome the odds, to overcome the obstacles, to never give up, and to keep on going.
We want to see you at the 2020 Insanity Fab Winter Challenge.
Stay tuned. It may be snowing, but things are heating up for 2020.
Brutal. It was brutal. There's some tough competition this year.
We finished it last night about 11 o'clock. Drove straight through.
Ricky signed up for it, but Ricky planned on racing his rig, but his rig has a blown motor. So
we're here with this.
I have to do good. If I don't do good, then he'll probably find another co-dog.
First time ever being here. Excited to be here. It's gonna be fun. Excited. Yeah, been watching it for years on YouTube. Finally get to do it.
It's my 3rd year running.
It's a little bit nasty out there now. It's about a foot of fresh snow on the ground. Some of the big boys are even struggling.
Who are you looking forward to racing?
Justin Half. I'm really looking forward to racing with him. I hope that maybe I can keep up. Nasty Bub is also another one. And Ricky and Noggle. Coming for him.
You know, Barnyard's a blast to run with because you can just beat on that thing and not have any problems. So we have a good time.
Me and Chris go back. We like bumping each other. We like playing. He's good. He's good people.
This race is all about finishing. You can't finish, you can't win.
We finished, so I think we're good to go. I'm just gonna go and weld my muffler.
Try to go straight with 3-wheel drive. That's going to be the challenge.
Here at the Insanity Fab Winter Challenge, we see full-size, Suburbans, chopped Toyotas, looks like a 4Runner, a little bit of everything. I'm really praying for that Suburban at the end of this race. Oh, and we got a Ford. Right? Beadlocks everywhere. We accept all kinds, and we wish everybody the best of luck here.
And with all these interviews going on next year, maybe, just maybe, we'll finally get to interview co-driver award winner Dale Shull, if he lets us. Things are about to get rowdy for both the Canadians and the Americans at the Insanity Fab Winter Challenge 2020. We've got some veterans here. We've got some newcomers. We've got a lot of racers. We've got a lot of rollovers. There's a lot of horsepower, a lot of big tires, a lot of small tires, and a lot of carnage. But time and time again, it's been proven that no combination can guarantee a win. Just like in life, you never know what turn of events may shape your path or the outcome. This is tough, testing, and unpredictable. 2020 brings us big tires, more horsepower, and even new rock bouncers to the mix. One break can forever alter how you place. Another's misfortune can either set you more into the lead or put you further behind. Some have left this race too early on, but we know that they're there, watching, waiting for us at the finish line.
I just want to watch all these guys race and have a good time, and it's a blast. I'm not even disappointed I broke. This is a first run of many. I'll be back next year. So I had a lot of fun. We all had a lot of fun. So I couldn't be happier.